friend messaged me a post from an Instagrammer, Run Jeffrey Run, to the San Diego running community. In a space that prides itself on inclusion, I don't feel included. I've tried to blend in. I've smiled, shown up, stayed consistent. But the clicks, the sideways comments, and the silence say otherwise. The harder I try to belong, the more peace I lose. And running, something that once brought me joy, starts to feel heavy when I'm in your presence. I'm bringing this to my channel because I've heard this, unfortunately, a number of times just this year alone from other runners. And while the runner who's the author of this post is talking about the San Diego running community that he has encountered, unfortunately, from what I have heard, and frankly, even experienced at points myself, is that this is a problem that goes from the west to east coast. This video is an open letter, so to speak, to give more voice to a concern that some runners are having. And I did hear this echoed. I have a friend who has experienced something similar and shared this with me. And as I said, I myself have had my encounters with the same experience. I'm not here to say that if you run, just because you run, you should be chummy with everyone you meet, every runner you encounter on the path. Of course not. I mean, many times, and most times, I'm out running and I'm focused on my time. I'm looking at my watch. I have certain things, goals that I am trying to achieve. But with that being said, when you're out, however, specifically running with a group, when it's a run club, when it's an event that is geared specifically around bringing runners together, everybody, I believe, should be making an effort to be welcoming. After I made the video that you're currently watching, I realized that I wanted to make a clarification about, again, what I mean when I say not being inclusive in running spaces. I'm not talking about those days when you, for whatever reason, just don't really want to verbally communicate. You know, you've shown up to the club and you're getting in your run. We have all been there. I've definitely been there. I've definitely been that person who clammed up. But what I'm talking about is a continual behavior where it's like a group of people who always hang out with that group of people and never seem to really genuinely want to be open to including other people who are also in their group. So, with that said, back to the video. Why have an event that is centered around running if you're going to be attending and you're being selective about who you choose to engage with? We are all runners. That is the point. We're all runners, and running is a special passion. And if you have that passion, right away, we all have something major in common. And I think that that should be enough to generate many kinds of conversations. So, the reasons for people not feeling included and people not being included, it could be racial differences, It could be gender differences. It could be economic differences, uh, educational differences, so many differences. Regardless of what those differences are, that's actually, I think, precisely why we should all be making more of an effort to get to know one another, get out there, run, log those miles, talk. And I want to reiterate that if you're, the idea is you are creating a space specifically where runners are encouraged to participate as a group. Again, I'm not talking about I'm choosing to get out and run in the morning. And I see a group of people that I know, and I'm going to stop running and run over and talk with them, or cut off my pace and run 2 minutes slower because another group of people that I know, or just even a group of runners that I don't know, are out there. I'm not talking about that. I am very specifically talking about spaces specifically created for bringing runners together. Let's all be open-minded. Let's not create these cliques. Let's be inviting and start those conversations where we will be exposed to maybe, a different experience that someone has. We'll all be enriched by that. And, going to your running organization's get together and always hanging around the same people is just, it's not cool. And runners, I think, all of us runners, we can be better than that. So let's be better than that.